can one just say, are a set of not very sophisticated cartoons worth a whole set of lives, Christopher?
Well, the principle certainly is, but here's what you have to understand. Picture, if you will, suppose you are a sensitive person wishing to live in a multicultural universe, and you think, well, I'll go out of my way if I have to. I'll bend over backwards not to do anything that will needlessly inflame a Muslim person. Suppose that was your wish, your desire. How could you possibly have known, if you'd made that resolution, that some caricatures, actually, published in an afternoon paper in Copenhagen, would lead to an international pogrom against a small northern European democracy, with its diplomatic immunity violated, its embassies burned, the embassies of a democracy burned, I mean to say, by mobs in the capital cities of dictatorships like Libya and Syria, where demonstrations are not normally allowed, where suddenly the police don't show up, where people who look Scandinavian are attacked, where anyone who is Scandinavian is condemned and subjected to a boycott, a racist boycott, in fact, from Pakistan to Indonesia, where violence and intimidation are used against the press, where embassies of supposedly Muslim countries call upon the Prime Minister of Denmark to tell him what he's not legally allowed to do, that he must censor his own press, which is not in his ability to do. And where threats, in other words, are brought by the heads of states who claim to speak for Islam. Now, I don't know any Muslim who thinks that the ambassador of Egypt or Libya or Algeria speaks for Islam. There's no reason to think that these ramshackle dictatorships have any such right. The Prime Minister of Denmark certainly has no right to intervene in what is published in the press in Denmark. It's one of the most extraordinary cases of intimidation, and this against a country that devotes a sizable part of its budget to helping the Palestinian Authority, to sending peacekeepers and humanitarian workers to the Arab world, so that had done its best to accommodate Muslim immigrants, that doesn't have an imperial past, that didn't invade Vietnam or bomb Hiroshima or any of the usual crap that you hear. No, it means that if whatever you do, they will find a reason to take offense. And when they've done that, they think it's their axiomatic right to go straight to violence of the most criminal kind, including, you represent the United Nations here, Shashi, for heaven's sake. Violations of diplomatic immunity, one of the most precious gains of human civilization. No.